Elon Musk is now a powerful mega donor for Donald Trump. Musk is using his vast resources to campaign for him in Pennsylvania and taking aggressive measures for Mr. Trump in other key battleground states. Some of those moves are raising major legal and ethical concerns as well. Billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk unveiling a new tactic to boost Donald Trump's campaign, pledging to randomly award $1 million to registered swing state voters daily through Election Day. The catch? Sign a petition for his pro-Trump Political Action Committee. The petition is in support of the First and Second Amendments.
It's very straightforward. You don't even have to vote. You don't have to vote. You just have to sign a petition saying you believe in the Constitution.
Musk's Political Action Committee, known as America PAC, has already committed $75 million to the Trump campaign. Some election experts say Musk's latest effort could be illegal. That's because federal law prohibits offering, paying, or accepting payment in exchange for voter registration or voting. But Musk and his allies argue there's an important distinction. Payments and voter status aren't directly linked. They say voter registration is merely a prerequisite to sign the petition. Democratic Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, a supporter of Vice President Kamala Harris, on Sunday called it deeply concerning.
Musk obviously has a right to be able to express his views. I don't deny him that right, but when you start flowing this kind of money into politics, I think it raises serious questions that folks may want to take a look at.
So you think it might not be legal, yes or no?
I think it's something that law enforcement could take a look at.
It's not clear whether federal officials are looking into the payments. In campaign appearances and online, Musk has spread unfounded claims about widespread voter fraud and made incendiary statements about immigration. Donald Trump has already offered him a key appointment if he's reelected.
At the suggestion of Elon Musk, I will create a government efficiency commission tasked with conducting a complete financial and performance audit of the entire federal government and making recommendations for drastic reforms. And Elon, because he's not very busy, has agreed to head that task force.
Let's bring in New York Times investigative reporter David Fahrenthold, who's been closely following Elon Musk, his connections with Donald Trump, and his business contracts with the federal government. He joins us now. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, it's great to be here.
So before we delve into Elon Musk's political leanings, help us understand the degree to which his sprawling tech empire is entangled with the federal government.
Enormously entangled. It's hard to overstate how entangled Elon Musk is with the federal government. And there's two dimensions to that. One is the federal government is a customer of his, a huge customer of his. NASA and the Defense Department pay billions of dollars a year to SpaceX to launch their satellites, to launch their people, launch their rockets. There's 300 contracts within the federal government and Elon Musk companies this year alone. The other dimension of that relationship is that he fights with the federal government all the time. Regulators from different agencies are limiting what his companies can do, checking on his companies, making sure they live up to their promises. He doesn't like that. He's often complaining about these different regulators. So there's a good side and there's a bad side, but there's a huge breadth of entanglements between Elon and the federal government.
Meantime, Elon Musk is pouring millions of dollars into Donald Trump's re-election effort. What's the connection between Elon Musk's business interests and Donald Trump's electoral success come election day? What's in it for Elon Musk as he sees it?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think there's something Donald Trump has against Elon Musk. Don't forget that, because this is not a very smart business plan. They got something against Elon Musk. Elon Musk knows that voting for Trump is not the best idea. So I'm guessing, I can tell. I mean, he's talking about cryptocurrency, all this. They're only talking about cash. They're not talking about... Elon Musk is a man that is talking about making a difference with his actions. So you have to speak, you have to listen to his actions versus his words. His words are not matching up with his actions in terms of voting. He is someone that is in a very tough position right now, and that's what it looks like when I see him. And it looks as if Donald Trump has something against him where he has to, they're getting money out of him. And they know, and you know that he did mention that P. Diddy was his investor. So Trump must have been his investor. he must feel like Trump must be telling him that he owes him something. He owes him this, he owes him that, or else there's a confession. Something's going on, something not right. Perhaps he did something not right, or he was dealing with some people. Because, you know, Trump is not a good guy. That's what I hear, and that's what I do believe because of the words that come out of his mouth. The Bible says, judge a fruit by the words that come out of its mouth. And you can't judge him. Because if I hear all these people, between every single person, all I'm hearing is, I'm not hearing how they're going to make America great. I'm listening, and I haven't heard everything, but just turning this on, and that's the first thing I hear. It means that your focus is not making America great. Your focus is earning more money. How are you going to earn more money? What is the reason why you need more money if you're not making America great by fixing the problem? The problem is in poverty. Yes, there is problems in the wealth, but like I said, if you fix the poverty problems, we can get that out of the way, and we can get inside the wealthy lifestyles and fix those problems. You understand? Because the government's goal is to get people off the streets. That's one of the government's biggest goals, right? Why is it important to get people off the streets? Because they won't be in the way of the workers. In order for the workers to work properly, we don't need to have people hanging out on the streets, hanging out drunk, doing this, causing accidents, all sorts of different things. America's focus is to fix the streets, fix the road. Looking at what Elon Trump is doing is about making a difference in America. Robots, cars, the words that I'm hearing are not matching up. In terms of Kamala Harris, she keeps the waters calm, especially in the Black community, right?
Well, what he's done is he's sort of prodded Trump to say that if Trump is elected, he will name Elon Musk to be the head of a government efficiency commission, basically a commission that has the responsibility or the power to recommend huge cuts in the spending and the regulation the federal government does.
I see what he's saying. So he's promising to put him into the government, make him a part of the government. And that's something that I believe Elon Musk deserves and needs because of the fact of the power that he does have, the brain that he does have. He's a brilliant person. He has a brilliant brain. But one thing what you guys don't know is Elon Musk's goal is to get inside. He thinks that, if he gets inside and becomes a part of the government, then he can really run and rule. But if he doesn't get inside to be a part of the government, he can't do that. But Trump is not the way to do it. I don't believe that voting for Trump is the way that this could be, because Trump is a devil. Trump has devil. I could just look at him and I can tell. He doesn't give me good vibes. He gives me devil vibes. Listen, Trump is reckless. He speaks recklessly. He's not thinking properly. He only blinds people, telling them he wants to make America great. He blinded me before, but not completely. But I knew what I didn't want to see, and I knew what I saw him do in terms of work. And I never really had the time to listen to every single detail of these things, because then it drives me bananas. I have to focus on my own life and fix myself so I can assume the position in defending these people in terms of just the decisions that they're making, right? So this is my first time getting into this presidential election stuff and talking about it. I got on the phone bank all for Kamala Harris. She may not be perfect. She may not sound like the smartest girl, but God is the smart guy, and God will surprise you. Look at me. I came from the street, from nothing. No one believed I would make it, but look where I'm at. I'm in a beautiful, luxurious apartment talking to a beautiful man, Justin Bieber. Look at Justin Bieber, the outcome. You get what I mean? So I don't look at Kamala Harris and judge her situation. Trump already had his turn on that seat. He failed. He finished. It's over, right? He had he did the work that he was supposed to do. I wouldn't call anybody a failure. To me, he failed, right? Because you fail when you fail to say the right, proper words. Like even me, I may talk bad about them. It's not me talking bad. It's me being honest, right? I wouldn't be honest if I said you have nothing to lose completely, because I know there's a lot that you do have to lose. You just don't know what you have. And if by not knowing what you have, you're careless. In the black community, you careless with each other, therefore you careless with other people in the white community, right? And the Spanish community. You don't realize that Spanish people are brought into this country to help us do what you cannot do, because you suffer mentally and because you cannot be trusted because of what happened to you in the past. Not all white people can be trusted, but majority of them have proven to be able to be trusted by the way I see the roads are built. A builder is just a builder, but without the floor plan, there's nothing to build. Therefore, there needs a floor plan. When you guys were out there working on the outside, the white man was on the inside working on a floor plan, working on how America's gonna look, the things to do to keep America safe. This is why it's important. I've always agreed with the white guy being on top, because he's proven to show me that America is thinking about the people. They care about the people. You go to Africa, there is no street lights. There is nothing else. You go to London, that's their own. I don't go to London because I haven't been to London, but I'm looking at America is a land of freedom because they're not out here killing people for being gay. Even if I don't agree with people being gay, I do agree with people making their own decisions in what they want to be. Do not interfere with the person's freedom of choice, because then you're interfering with nature's ways. You get what I mean? That's not the way nature wants you to be, but you cannot interfere with their path, because there could be a lesson in that path. All you could do is educate them and allow them to make their own decisions. You want to be a good parent, you have to allow your children to make proper decisions. Teach them to make proper decisions, but allow them to make decisions from their own heart, because God speaks to people differently, right? And you never know. If everybody learned from if everybody was like a robot and they listened to everything that they said, that everybody said, there would be a robot. They would be controlling. No, but we agree to disagree, because if you don't like it, if it doesn't work, or we can work together in terms of what makes sense, right? So he looks more like a victim. Elon Musk looks more like a victim in Trump's eyes, a person with money in a bad situation, a person afraid, or a person. Elon Musk is strong and he won't show you that he's afraid when he's afraid, but I can read him as if he's not my husband, but as if he was my own husband, my own spouse. I can read him. He's not my spouse. Just like I was able to predict and read Justin Bieber when he was being molested in 2014. I told my ex-birth mother, I said, something happened to this boy. I could see it in his eyes. Same thing I can see in Elon Musk's eyes. Elon Musk is not going for this. He doesn't want to vote for Trump. Trust and believe. He doesn't want you guys to. He is being forced to do this, right? Because they don't want Kamala Harris on top. But you've got to give her a chance. You've got to give her a chance. You guys cannot be bullies. They cannot make this a man's world. Just a man's world. A man, what is a man without a woman? When your girlfriend fails, do you just let her fall, or do you encourage her? What husband do you want to be when you grow? Just think about it. A president is like a husband. And this country is your children and your wives, right? So if you don't listen to your wife, you listen to men, but men are in competition of you. Men want to be you, but your wife doesn't want to be you. Your wife is your partner, is your counterfeit. If it is your not counterfeit, is your other half. That's your real life partner, is your other half, right? If you're not gay or whatever the case is, right? So me being in love with Justin, I can't be with any other guy. I can't love any other guy. I can only lead as an example, because that he doesn't have a woman to help lead him. So people can easily bully him. Don't think people can't bully him just because he's a powerful man. And so when he agreed with me in terms of keeping that guy in prison, I was like, okay, you know what? Keeping P. Diddy in prison, that's a cry for help. A cry for help. I can tell. He's like, I'm talking to you. That's how billionaires talk to me. That's how I understand the language, because I said that, so he's listening. And I saw his picture on my social media. It popped up after I followed. It popped up. Not only that, I've never been so fascinated about a man like Elon Musk. No president has ever impressed me the way Elon Musk impresses me. Elon Musk will rule the world, and he will be the king, right? And he will have a beautiful wife to support him mentally, to help him make the right decisions in life in terms of choices. I will not beat him down. I will not tell him he's a bad guy. I will not allow anybody to say that, to scare him, because he is doing a great job. How many of you guys are in line driving a Tesla? He needs your support. Do not vote for Trump. Do not, he's a violent man. And you can tell he's violent because the things he was just saying. You know what I mean? He got up there. Now, I might be down here, you know, but when you put a reckless man on a seat like that, why didn't you guys allow him to get the therapy that he needed? I didn't say he's a bad guy, because I don't call people bad people. People make bad decisions, and those bad decisions come from whatever the issues of their heart. Whatever happened to Trump, that Trump did not get the therapy that he needed, and Trump is just evil. He might just be evil because he's just naturally an evil guy, but that's not the way I talk about people. When I was little, they called me a bad girl. Am I a bad girl? I'm not a bad girl. I made bad choices, bad decisions, but those decisions were made based off of the adults that were around me, right? They were their fault. Now, look deep into Trump's history. All you guys see is a president, but where is that man? Pull out that man and let him cry and put him on his knees and let him go to therapy, because he cannot rule the country. He cannot run this country with a reckless tongue. Do you guys hear my mouth? The words that come, I am a very powerful woman with a very powerful voice. I am not going to bully Trump and tell Trump the same way I was defending Trump when I was there, because he was the only president. You got to be careful when you're talking to a monster. And I'm not saying Trump is a monster. You're not a monster. Whatever happened to you as a child, whatever is probably what's causing you to be this way. But we're going to look deep into what Trump is going, so we can pull out those evil stuff and remove them until the day he dies. The clock is ticking, right? He doesn't eat healthy. I highly doubt he's vegan. He doesn't stretch. So how long do you think you're going to be president? Because we need someone that's going to last. You're talking about world domination. I'm looking at Elon Musk. So we're thinking Elon Musk needs somebody to help him learn how to live forever, if it's going to continue to rule. So I'm looking at your brain. I'm looking at your heart. So whenever Justin Bieber went through what he went through, I'm listening to the heart. People that care, that he's the key to my heart, the apple of my eye, the apple of God's eye. He was Cain in his past life. You don't have to believe it. The first killer in the world, but he didn't kill necessarily because of hate. It was karma. The universe used him to kill Abel, because Abel was the first killer, but he was the first animal killer. He killed an innocent animal. It wasn't his fault. Nobody knew. People were looking for protein, right? We got to look deep into the history. We cannot keep playing the same games, having the same stupid arguments because somebody wants to be elected. We're going to pray that it's Kamala Harris. If Kamala doesn't win, everybody better start praying that Trump changes his mind and whatever evil plans he might be having in his heart. Everyone that needs to be a leader needs to bow down and get to therapy. Every leader needs therapy. You need therapy, massage therapy, if you're good. Trump, you want to be a good boy or you want to be a bad boy? I have to talk to you that way. I don't mean to disrespect you. I don't mean to treat you bad. I don't mean you are just a human being like everybody else. I just wanted people. I'm going by what people are telling me. But then when you start, you can tell the black. You told them they had nothing to lose, and there's nothing wrong with that because you're just being honest according to what you knew. But because I'm a black woman with a black child, I can't go around telling them they have nothing to lose. I could be angry with them and tell them, you guys get on my fucking nerves. You're pieces of shits. You're not really pieces of shits. But you get on my nerves because of the way you treated me. And you all know it in the black community. Every person in the black community is guilty of knowing that the black community is abusive towards each other, including Tupac. Tupac is your first witness, because guess what? You guys killed Tupac. Every leader, every person in the black community that did good, you guys killed them. Right? For some money, right? Because probably a white guy offered you money, or you had hate in your heart and you didn't want them to be chosen over you. That kind of jealousy will not make you lead. In the white community, even if they don't like each other, they know how to put on a suit and tie and work together to build a team, to build a country, to keep the country strong, right? So when Trump was president, guess who I voted for? Hillary. I wasn't thinking about anything else but giving a woman a chance. Women are reckless emotionally, so it's hard for them to judge properly because of the emotional issues that they have. It's hard to rule a country because Justin is the true king in my heart for the rest of my life, but he's an emotional guy. And because he's an emotional guy, he just needs to get his heart healed. And then he can assume the position of being king with Elon Musk, if Elon Musk will allow the proposal, right? We gotta believe in him. You gotta believe in him. Who's holding the gun? Elon Musk right now. The government may be holding the gun, but Elon Musk pulled the trigger when he started creating those robots. Lord knows what's gonna happen. Okay? Because when these people die and you don't support them and they come in the spirit, guess what? They're talking to the universe because they're a solution, not a problem. Elon Musk is not a solution, not a problem. Trump became a problem when he started setting off the black community because there is people like Justin Bieber living in the black community trying to solve problems in the black community where the white supremacists refused to even go to check out the black community to help. But guess what? A lot of black people came into this country. You bought them at a price. They didn't just swim here like Mexicans. They legally came to this country because you came and bought them from Africa and you put them on slave ships. We've got to give back. We've got to serve. Every white person is guilty of being rich. You got money. You made the money, you have the house, you have the resources to succeed. The black community does not have the right resources in order for them to succeed. You burned down Black Wall Street. Why did you burn that? Why didn't you allow them to have a platform? All you gotta do is send a few white people in there to help them. Honest ones that care. Educate them. If they don't want to listen, they can go. No hanging out on the streets. Okay, guys? I'm sorry if I'm being mean to you, Trump. I don't want to be mean to you. Everybody's telling me you're bad. They used to tell everybody I was bad. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad queen. I'm not a bad mother. I am reasonable. I am reasonable. I am a mistake maker. I am not perfect. But I went through everything imperfect that I went through to show you that I'm not perfect. How could I rule the world if I've never sat in your seat? If I've never been in your chair? Also, the reason why Trump turned me off was because before I was for him, because it wasn't even just an anger. I was fed up of the black community hurting each other and hurting so many people. I was like, you have to go. That's all you leave me up to. It's just mathematics. It's not making sense. It doesn't work. You got to do something. You can't tell me that you are so brainless. I understand, and Africans are coming from such a poor life without the resources that you guys have and are succeeding. They're coming to America. They're taking the doctors of a nurse, the jobs of a nurse, the jobs of a doctor. They're becoming nurses. They're becoming Africans. They're taking the jobs, and you Americans continue to make, black Americans specifically continue to make sorry-ass excuses about what the white man did in the past. That's a fucking lame-ass excuse. Get over it so we can finally build something, okay? White people, please, whoever burned down Black Wall Street, do not do this anymore. That is a crime, a major crime. Now, who burned down who did 9/11? Was it really 9/11? Right? Trump is still a baby. He's still fighting ABC. Listen to Trump. He's still fighting ABC stuff. And I'm not saying listen to him to be with him. You guys, you cannot do this. You cannot rule the country if you're not eating healthy. You guys are eating chicken, cows. Trump is asking for the death penalty. What sense does that make? You're here to live. Now, Elon, please, if God, which I'm praying that he does because we need you. I don't see anybody else with Elon Musk's brain. A genius. Please, we gotta make meat eating illegal in this country so people can think properly. The more you eat chicken, the lack of knowledge, wisdom, and health you have and understanding you have to obtain the health that you need to be able to judge properly, to rule properly. We've got to be careful. London has no presidents. They have royals. London is in order. When I hear London speaking, they speak politely. They're gentle. I just met some British 15-year-olds. They were so kind, so sweet. I came to America. I came over here and the black community almost threw cans all over my head. What the fuck is this? I'm ready to put them down. Though they're the ones I don't want to see. I don't want to fuck with them. I don't want to see them. The minute you start making fun of a transgender, that's none of your business. I don't care if just because I say I don't like transgenders, it's not the person that I don't like, it's the act that I don't like. It doesn't mean I want you to bully them because they're defending women in ways that you do not even understand. Have you ever walked in a woman's shoes to even judge her? Your wife, you don't even understand her until you walk in her shoes. That's the purpose of a transgender. It's gender dysmorphia. It's a disability, and they need to be compensated for that disability, not made fun of. There's a lot of white men in the white community that suffer from gender dysmorphia. And when you suffer from that dysmorphia, it doesn't mean you come they need their own section. Do not sleep in the woman's room. It doesn't matter if you're transgender, you're still not a woman. You will never be a woman as much. You can get all the surgery as you want. As long as you have to die out. Once you're born a man, you're going to be a man no matter what. You can take all the pills in the world. You have to die out. It's guy gang, girl gang. We're not against each other, but if that's how you want to be, you're gonna fight against God himself, because God has already said that men should not sleep with guys as the way they sleep with a woman. But it's happening, and it's happened, and we forgive you. You're not in trouble for being gay. All you got to do is turn from your ways. I know that you're mad at the girl that broke your heart. You got to forgive her. Whatever she did, let's talk about it. The internet is a powerful source, and we need to use it importantly. People need to start putting their real names. It's okay to have a nickname or two. It's okay to do those things, but we don't, because I know that there are some celebrities that they're not allowed, that need to hide their identity so they can be able to talk to their poor wife. So that's because there is some people that have a girlfriend that is not ready to be a celebrity yet. That's not ready to be in the limelight. That's not ready for paparazzi and all this crazy stuff, because it threatens her existence. Probably some people are in a wheelchair. Me, for instance, me and Justin, as much as I want to be ready, I'm not ready to have screaming fans. Justin's fans are so disrespectful. You can't force a man to give you pictures. You've got to learn order, or else I'm calling Elon Musk on your asses with the robots ready for war. Then you won't be fucking playing games. Back up, paparazzi. You guys are the main ones. We're gonna start suing you for abusing celebrities. You know, this country is built based off of the money these celebrities are making. Veteran already, sports and all. The people that make the most money in this country are celebrities. becoming billionaires just by living their life, living their dreams while everybody's working too hard. So you know taxes and everything is coming from their pockets. And the billionaires, as far as Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, who else? These are the smartest companies that I know right now that I'm using. Now the next biggest company is Radius. Radius sounds like a great place to live, as long as you learn how to put some therapy in this place. No, Radius is not the top. The top one is Holosun right now, because it actually has a program for low income. Radius just accepts people with low income. I mean, people with people with a voucher. So Holosun is the next big thing, but this is a great place too. So guys, let's not, all this talking sounds crazy. There's nothing important going on except Bitcoin. I don't even trust Bitcoin. You guys are just trying to get rich just to be on top. But you have no purpose, no reason for why you have this money. And the only person that is proving to have this money and doing the right thing with this money is Elon Musk. I vote Elon Musk if anything. But Elon Musk needs to rest, to focus. And he looks a little tired. He needs a break. He needs a girlfriend, a vacation. Don't you think Elon Musk deserves a vacation more than anything? Trump, what can you build? No offense, I'm talking with respect. I'm not going to laugh at you because you're a human and I've never been in your shoes. And I don't know what you've been through, but I hope and pray that God heals you from it. And whatever God's will is for his plan, it's not going to be good if you're going to keep misbehaving and be a bad boy. Just give Trump a nice sleeping injection. If it, sorry, Trump's face is funny, and my face is funny too. But don't worry, I'm not making fun of you, Trump. But I'm just saying, you know, we gotta talk nice, because none of you guys judging these bosses. None of you guys are. I don't see you being elected. I don't see you guys running for president. But you guys are telling them they're not good enough. Right? And even if I'm not telling Trump he's not good enough. He has capabilities, but he's not doing, I'm going by what everybody's saying and what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing with my own ears. And I'm saying you're not good enough. You're not ready. You're not ready. I don't know how you even got on top with that attitude. You had to have cheated your way to the top. Cheated on your test, cheated on this. How did you make it there? All right, guys, be good. Because if a house that's divided by itself will not stand. And we need America to stand. Because every other country is waiting for America to fall. They're laughing at the USA. Look at them. The girls are dressed like the guys. The guys are dressed like the women. They're confused. They're prostitutes. They're going to burn in hell. They're waiting for that, for us, as if they've never sinned a day in their lives. The other countries laugh. No more laughing at the USA. Because USA, so many children, white children have died in this country to be leaders, to be soldiers. Shout out to the soldiers. Have you guys taken care? This money, I need to see soldiers living in the most beautiful. Put it on TV. That's what I want to see on the news. Where are the soldiers living? How are the bases in Iraq? It needs to be looking like a palace, a beautiful home. Not that much like a palace because you don't want to make it too obvious. But these places need to be beautiful. They need massage therapists on board. They need robotic covers on their bodies. Send some robots out there to be soldiers for a change instead of human beings risking their lives and hurting these human beings. You know how painful and hard it is to be facing bombs? Of course, you're going to need a human, but there, a robot can't do the everything. What if it runs out of battery? So you guys are going to need to have RoboCop where, like they said, RoboCop where the human being wears a machine, something, not necessarily a machine, but a suit, not a Spider-Man suit. It will not protect you from horror, from fire, from dangerous things. All right, guys? And Elon Musk is who's going to build this. I can only draw and I can try. When I get better, then I'll be able to sketch this out and show you the floor plan of what's going to happen and how things are going to be better. Don't doubt me because I'm a woman. I'm a very powerful woman with God around me. God is with you. God is not you. I don't know who you are, but God is with America. In God we trust, right? So no fighting. Please, no war. Peace, no war. No more war, but peace. God bless you.